Hey, this is Tam Moonstar. This is Vegan Nights, and tonight's topic is value. I wanted to touch on it because it has been coming up a little bit the past few weeks for me, and I wanted to have a conversation about what we value and why it is so important to put value more into ourselves than into things and into um, things that don't resonate with you. I wanted to say other people, but you know, we'll get to that later. Right now, when I think about value, I think about what what it's worth, what it means to you, what regard you put is things in, what regard you put into things. So obviously with some people, we put a lot of regards into what we wear, how we look, our hair, our nails, our shoes, things like that. um and it doesn't make us feel any better, and if it does make us feel any better, that's only for like a short period of time, and then we are on to something else. So um the thing that kept hitting me was we need to, I'm gonna use myself, I need to put more value in myself. I need to put more value in how I feel about myself. So regardless of what type of clothes I wear or what shoes or what somebody says or how they put their thoughts of me, I need to put that into myself. I need to already know that I'm worthy. And I thought about this before I started the camera, before I started this, because it does coincide with the a show I did before. I did it with my cousin Redbird, peace Redbird, that your self-worth is in alignment with the value, and it is in alignment with what you choose to, what you feel is important, with how you are in your life. I started understanding and realizing that everything else doesn't is not as important as I thought it was. It's not as important as me feeding into my my spirituality, me feeding into my life, my wholesomeness, trying to be a whole. And that can mean different things to different people, but for me it means that I have I'm not completely there yet. I'm still like a puzzle, and I'm missing pieces, and I'm trying to get to a place where I'm completely whole. And I know this is one thing where I know it is, I'm always going to be working towards that, but I know I will have some type of peace when it comes to that. So with all that being said, me knowing those things, I'm taking a step towards value. I'm taking a step towards valuing how I honor myself, how I dictate my energy, how I I'm gonna go and say it again, how I dictate my time, everything when it is outside of me. Because let's be real, y'all. Let's be super real. Everybody has their own reality. Every single one of us has our own reality, and we think what we think about so many different things. And we tend to come into this like one type of platform when it is um your day to day, you're moving, the way you're moving into everything that involves other people. But you still have your own reality. And in that, you have to know what what it's worth, what is worthy, what is of value to you. So I'm hoping that it is your children. What do you do with them? How you handle them? How you make them better people? I'm hoping it is the elders, how important their knowledge is. I'm hoping that what's of value to you is yourself, obviously, and how you that you should know that you, and I try to tell my daughter this all the time. I try to tell her this all the time. There's nobody else like you. You have to put value, you have to put understanding and worth into that. You are something, a whole entire being that is totally different than anybody else in the whole entire the world, the universe, the realm, anything, anything that's out there currently, especially in a human form. Like, it's nothing like you. You got to appreciate that. You have to know that you're here for a reason, and that's a value. Um, I'm starting to understand that. I'm really starting to understand that my value is in how I speak, how I um, present myself to other people. And I've noticed that sometimes I tend to be a little bit more passive with who I am. And it's a whole thing that's inside me that be fighting, be like, no, that's you want to say it a little louder. You want to actually, you shoot shit. You want to actually say the words. And I was comfortable in that space because I'm working through things. But as I look back on certain things, some things should have been addressed. Some things should have been addressed a different way, but being that it wasn't, that's nothing. I'm over here, I'm over there, I'm all over the place. But I am still talking about value, and I'm still trying to address because I'm winging it, y'all. I'm winging it. I got a little couple notes on my notebook, but I'm winging it. And I like this. I like this part. You know what I'm saying? I like this part. I like this part about me. I like just being myself. And that gives me value, and that makes me feel good about me. Um you got to understand that shit is not dictated by everybody else's views. Just like gold, for instance. Gold was something that was an adornment. There was something that we all it was something where it complimented you, but it wasn't a big thing as it was at a certain point, and kind of sort of now. Diamonds, same, all these types of things. You put a lot of importance in certain things, and a lot of us say, yeah, Yeah, that look we could, yeah, that's important. That's just that's what it is, you know. The way they do this, or the way they this shoe it looks and this bag looks, whatever the thing is, you have to put value into yourself, put value into what it is that you're doing. And it's hard to do that sometimes because a lot of the times we have been um put into a certain box, and we've been put into a certain box and certain criteria with how, say, our parents talk to us if they were there. That's another thing, because you tend to think that you weren't worthy because they weren't there. Why they weren't there, why they don't love, why they won't, I wasn't good enough for them to be there to love me. Or even when you are going through school and people say what they're going to say to you and treat you and talk to you in a type of way, because that's how that's what they do. And I learned a lot of times when they're that way, that's because they have issues, they have problems with their own families and life and their environment. But that's I digress. But the real point I'm trying to make here is you have to find your worth. You have to find value in yourself. You can't go into a space of you feeling like you are worthless. You can't. And when you are in that space, and when you're in that a long however time or period that you're in this, I feel like I need to record this again, but I'm gonna keep pressing. When you feel like you've okay, let's say this. Okay, you go through life being talked to a certain type of way, you even treating people a certain type of way, you dealing with things a certain type of way. Your value and everything is like an up and down type thing. And sometimes with people it's just like it's just a decrease. It's just a decrease. And you have to be the one to say, I am worthy of being better than what they say about me. I am better than what I think of myself right now, in that moment. And you have to listen to the signs. You have to be knowledgeable to a point where you're not ignoring what is really going on for you. Because everybody has um, motivation. And I'm talking to the people that are in a space where they're trying to be good, decent people. When you come to these people that are just on the other side, that's a little different. That's a little different. And I don't even know if I want to tap into that right now on this, but I'm trying to get to the people that are trying to find themselves, that are trying to find their gifts, that are trying to be better, you know what I'm saying, that have a purpose. That's who I'm talking to right now. All the people that have a purpose, don't allow anything to stop you from knowing who you are, your value. And if you don't know your value, you have to take a moment to just be still. Be still and let it just start flowing through you. And I don't mean value as an ego. I mean value as in you hold infinite space just right now, in this moment, and then every moment. It's going to take some time to get there, but it is a thing where you have to hold on to a piece of something. You have to say, I'm I'm okay with this. I'm good at that. I am working towards this, and build it up. And at some point, I'm telling you, it's gonna click. A lot of my videos, I'm hits on keeping yourself surrounded by good people. Surround yourself by people that are there for you. Surround yourself by knowledge. Um, and if you can't do that, go. You still have to go into yourself and have that conversation. That may be the main thing that you need to do, is have a conversation with yourself. And don't be shocked if yourself says some things back to you. um Yeesh. y'all y'all I don't know if I'm gonna post this, but if I do, know that I'm in a crazy space. I'm just trying to work through some things that I have going on, um, spiritually, mentally, physically. So don't let the message go over your head. Don't let the what I'm saying ends up where you just press pause and you go to something else. Okay, it still has some meaning, and you got to put yourself in a certain space. Okay, have hard conversations with yourself. Have hard conversations with your children, because I've learned too that you do grow and learn through your children. Just once you get into that space, just do it without any apologies. Just be who you are. And that's when you get to that space and you start understanding, you start knowing, and you're working towards getting better and better and better and greater and greater and greater. The thing is, even when you at this level, when don't make other people feel low. That's not what this is. That's not how you do that. You don't treat them like shit. You don't talk to people like they ain't nothing. And it's not negative. Your growth doesn't belittle or be the what's the fucking word I'm trying to say? It doesn't have any type of, it doesn't negate, it doesn't have any type of disregard to other people and what they're doing and how they're moving and how they're growing. That's not what this is. That ain't it. So like I said, I probably post this. I probably, once I look at it again, see what it is. I'm always, I feel like I'm always all over the place, and I'm gonna change up some things. But if you get it, you get it. If it hits you, I'm glad that it does. If only one person that it resonates with, when it comes to value. I'm going to start diving in a little bit more with the conversations that I have and more people. So I appreciate you even taking it this far and you watching this far. Um, Always let me know how you feel about it in the comments. Share, like, subscribe, and until next time, peace.